Hey folks, Randy Newberg here. We want to talk about rangefinders today. A few of the terms, a few of the principles you need to understand for a rangefinder to be your useful tool out in the hills. And know that if you want to get the deal of the century, if you want to save 10% on Leupold rangefinders and Leupold optics, go to GoHunt.com, go to their shop, and put the little URL right here. Use promo code DQ. Delta Queen, and you're going to save 10% when you check out and have any Leupold optic in your cart. Promo code DQ. So in the past we've done some videos about rangefinders. One most important about how to make sure your rangefinder is aligned properly so it's giving you the correct reading. You can see that on our YouTube channel. But today we just want to talk about what these numbers mean and the trigonometry of shooting uphill and downhill. So in my right hand here, I have a Leupold RX 1600i TBR. And then in my left hand, I have Leupold's RX 1300i TBR. Each of them have a little bit different. The 1300 and the 1600 tell you at those distances, that's how far out this should give you a reading if you have a good target so that the pulse of the laser can go out and be reflected back. When you're shooting steep uphill, steep downhill angles, there are just some things you need to know, and I want to quickly touch on those. So, we have this thing called line of sight, or LOS, as it's commonly called. That is the distance between where you are at and where the target is. Line of sight, if you're into geometry and trigonometry, is the hypotenuse of the right triangle. This longer distance of line of sight will often throw you for a loop. The reason being is gravity only works on the horizontal distance. So what these angle compensating rangefinders are meant to do is to give you your true ballistic range. In other words, it does the trigonometry where it measures, okay, you're at this angle and the line of sight is out there. We can use trigonometry to quickly and immediately tell you what your true ballistic range is. In other words, what is the horizontal distance upon which gravity will apply against your bullet? That takes a lot of the guesswork out. Remember in the old days, Dad or whoever would say, now when you're shooting uphill or you're shooting downhill, you need to hold low or you'll shoot right over the top of it. And in your mind you're like, well, why is that? Well, because it might look like it's 300 yards out to there, but gravity's only working 200 yards because it's such a steep angle. Well, you hold for 200 yards. You set your dial, if you have dials like this CDS system, you set your dial for the true ballistic range, not the line of sight. So when it comes to rangefinders, the two key terms are LOS, line of sight, and TBR, true ballistic range. And whether it's archery, whether it's a rifle, you want to know your true ballistic range. So there you have it, folks. TBR, Leupold, TBR, true ballistic range. Angle compensating rangefinders take care of all the guesswork, take care of all the headache for you. Go to GoHunt.com, go to their shop, URL right here. Use promo code DQ and save 10% on any and all Leupold optics. Thanks for watching. Good luck out there.